My name is Murtagh Sheridan and I'm a ceramic artist resident in NCAD at the moment. And I've been in ceramics since 2008. Started in education in NCAD and then went on to do a 2-year ceramic skills and design course in Thomastown, County Kilkenny. And after that went to do a 1-year masters in ceramics in Wales. And here I am. I was studying to be an art teacher over in the education in NCAD. And we each had to do a module, ceramics, painting, textiles. And then I had to pick between the 3, and ceramics was the most exciting. And I love messing in mud and getting dirty. Well, I did a ceramic skills and design course, and that's basically throwing intensely for 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, or 5 days a week, 9 to 5. And so you learn how to throw functional wear. So I started with that, and I kind of got into the fresh off the wheel kind of modernist approach to clay, like kind of leaving all the blemishes in it and not covering up any mistakes. So then when I was doing my masters in Cardiff, I was trying to make a hybrid out of pots that are made by machines and moulds, and then a pot that's made by hand. And I wanted to fuse them together as a hybrid, so that's how I came up with this special clay mix. So instead of using plaster as the moulds, I use clay. And so I can just pull it away. So these inside bits here, they're actually thrown like cups on the wheel, and then they're called throwing lines, but I put a really exaggerated throwing line into it. So I kind of exaggerate the elements of each, the mechanical and the hand thrown. So these bits here on the side, that's just kind of a cardboard box, just stabbed in to the clay. And these bits here is just like a toy wheel that I kind of it's kind of like a cog, kind of expresses the mechanical element of it. So then I put it all together, and it's all about filling up the negative space and pulling away the clay and then having it as a positive space. So it's kind of like looking at the inside of pots, which is usually forgotten. People forget about the inside of pots, they just kind of put the lid on them, and but I like the controlled clumsiness of them and the expression of the artist's fingerprints and mistakes. I like the old mistakes. So that's what I'm showing up with this process. A lot of modernist artists in clay, ceramic modernist artists, are all about the material, and a lot of people dig their own clay by the rivers and throw loads of stuff into it and throw it in the kiln, experimental stuff. So this special clay that I made, there's like tons of possibilities with it, and it's very exciting. So I just love trying out different ideas. I never kind of stick to the same thing. One idea sparks another idea, and I go with that before that idea gets forgotten about. So I just kind of go real quick. So it's like a trail of thought through working. So I've kind of pulled back on sketching a lot now, and just kind of use the clay as you would a notepad, if you know what I mean. And I document everything as well. All my recipes, and I kind of make the work like I would, because I used to be a chef when I was younger, and I'm a really quick cook. I open the fridge, I say what's in there, and then I invent a meal out of it, and that's kind of like what I do with these. I'm like, what do I have? So very fast, slapdash, use the eye. In cooking, I always like taste by smelling, or cup full of this, cup full of that. That's kind of like this stuff. So I make functional wear as well. but I can only make so much because my wrists end up getting sore. So I love making wall tiles, and I make them with tools. Everything I make is with tools I've made. So the wire I'd make from guitar strings. Today I found this old piano at the back of the college there, and I snipped off all the piano strings. So I'm going to make that into a wire now and see what that's like with the clay. So I'm just going to make the wall tiles with the guitar string twisted wire and leave it like that. Kind of looks like cardboard, you know, the inside of cardboard. And then I just get like liquid stain slips and just like lash expressive shapes and stuff on it, whatever mood I'm in, or just kind of go with it. And then put them in the kiln and then have them like as a grid. And they sell quite a lot actually. So this stuff mightn't sell as much now, but if you make it big, you can kind of get away with selling this stuff. But for now, I have to kind of see what people want to buy. And that's usually like these wall tile painting things. So if I was to give anyone advice, it would be plan out getting a studio, because it can usually be a disaster, especially with ceramics, because you need so much equipment like kilns and wheels and everything. And just like ask someone for advice, especially if you're doing ceramics. And keep looking on the internet and keeping your ear out for up-and-coming exhibitions, grants, awards. Apply to everything. And if you don't get them, just ask them for feedback, because that's a good way of getting yourself out there. Yeah, just keep working. Don't sit in your ass.